Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did. Do you dance to that music too? Because I do. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is going to be probably about a 20-minute live. So if you have questions, put it in the chat for me. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I have a request for remote online notary. And I'm basically going to just explain to you guys how I get ready for that session. It's really, really fast and really, really easy. If you have not gotten into my E-Notary course, it's at notarysnotary.com. Teaches you how to get set up, how to market, how to get clients, all that good stuff. And it's really simple. I do want to add some more content in there about just how more like the up-to-date methods for marketing, like online, more things that I found, like some more cool tech ways to get clients. And so as long as you're in the program, you know that you get all the new content that we add in. Also, today, Thursday and Friday, you can use promo code April to save 70% off any of our online courses. I like my little ponytail. It's like giving me vibes. Anyway, our online courses at notarysnotary.com. So let's get into it because I gave myself between 10 and 10:30 to get this done. Really, it will only take me like 10 minutes, but I'm going to be talking to you guys while I do it at the same time. So this person found me on Google for my Google business profile. Okay. Anywho, and we just talked about what they need to have notarized, and I gave them rates. I sent them an intro email that I usually send out that basically just tells them what they have to have as far as ID, what to look out for, yada, yada. I use a platform called Secured Signings for my e-notarizations. It's really up to you what you decide to use for yourself. So the first thing I'm going to do now that we've confirmed the signing appointment, so we have a signing scheduled for 12. What I'm going to do is send an invoice. So that's first. So my invoicing, oops, I logged into the wrong thing. Oopsie. You can send invoices on Square. If you have a PayPal account, you can send it on PayPal. I'm going to log into my Stripe account. I use Stripe too, but don't use Stripe. I use it for other things, so I'm using it for this. But if you use Square, then just use Square is easier. If you have a PayPal, you can send it on there too. All right, so I have all of my invoices custom too. So it has like my logo, my branding, things like that. So they know that it's me. I like to custom everything so they don't forget my face. Okay. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is send the invoice. And so with my invoices, I collect payment before we do the session because these people can be anywhere in the world. And what you don't want is for them to disappear and then you have to hunt them down to get payment because that's no fun. So I go ahead and submit invoice. So, okay. All right, and so in Virginia, you're allowed to charge $25 per notarial act. So each time you put a stamp down for a signature, that's a notarial act. So we're doing 3, so I can charge $75. You can also charge more than that. If you travel, so they allow you to have an extra travel fee for e-notary. That exists. So I'm going to send this invoice over first. Okay, so invoice is done. Good morning, Tamika. How are you, darling? Hey, Tia. Hey, everyone. Everyone's here. Bridget. All right, so that was the first thing that I did. So let's say the first thing is get your client. right? So you get your client, have your Google Business profile, all that good stuff. They call you and say, hey, can you notarize something for me digitally? Absolutely. I ask them like what kind of ID they have. So that way I can make sure, like I need to figure out what verification method we're going to use. Because it's like 4 different ones I can use, 4 to 5 I can use. But let's say it's someone that lives in another country and they were never, American, they never lived here in the US. I wouldn't run them through KBA, for example. That's a waste of me trying to push them through KBA. You pay for that because they're not going to have any records that they can pass. So I'm going to go ahead and push them through a different method. So, but this person did live in the US, so I am going to run them through KBA and ID verification, which ID analysis, okay? So once the invoice is sent, the next thing I'm going to do is pull their documents. So they have 3 documents we're doing. Download, download, download. And they have to send you the documents directly. So they sent it to me. I'm going to log into Secured Signings and and I'll show you what that looks. Oh wait, I can't show you because it has people's information on there. But let me see if I can get to a page that doesn't have people's information on it. I do. Okay, here. So what I'm going to do is fill out this information here. So I'll show you really quick, and then I'll take the screen share off while I fill it in. It's really fast. So here on this screen is my dashboard. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the documents. I'm going to enable package because I have 3 different documents that we're doing. And then this is not for a loan closing, so it doesn't need MISMO compliance. I'm going to schedule the RON session for 12. I'm going to add the client in. So I'm going to put their name and their email and the notary that I'm assigning it to. So you guys know we also assign E-Notary out to other notaries on our platform. If you're not on our platform, go to On Time Notary, make sure you have a profile, make sure you take the notary to notary exam and upload it to your dashboard, as well as having all the other credentials needed to get work from us. And so I'm going to assign it to myself. So I'm going to do it today at 12. I really don't have to. I could outsource. I need to stop doing everything myself. I'm working on that. I probably could. I don't know. I'm just going to do it myself because really, this is a quick one. It's so easy. And so then I'm going to pick the identity verification method that I'm going to use, which is going to be ID verification and KBA. And then I'm going to tag the document. And so when I tag the document, it's going to mean me putting the blocks on the different signature sections. I tag before session because when people get on, I just want to get them on and off, on and off, on and off. And I can tag whenever. So because that's flexible for me, I can do it whenever. When you get on the session, I'm trying to be on there, honestly, like 2 to 3 minutes and I'm done. Y'all know me, in and out, right? And so in order to do that, I have to tag pre-session. And so I will tag pre-session, and then once they are ready to lock in and get in, once they get in, all they're doing is going through ID verification. I ask them a couple questions on the video. They click to sign their signatures. I add my notarization stuff. We're done. The document gets sent to me. I review it to make sure it's good, and then they get that copy emailed to them. So it's really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screen share off only because you'll be able to see the documents, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to enable package, but just watch how quick it is. Okay, and I'm going to pick their 3 that we're doing. Okay, next. Oh, what time? We're doing it today at 12 p.m. And we're going to do ID verification and KBA. All right, then we're going to add our signer. Okay. And then I'm going to type, and you want to make sure you put their name in properly. So I don't go by just what is on the email. People have their names in their emails. No. I always ask them, what is your name exactly? And so I get them to send that to me. I don't assume what a name is. I get them to send me exactly what the name they want in their document because you cannot change it after the fact. So got it. All right, and then I'm going to assign it to myself. And I'm going to be doing this notarization in Chesterfield, Virginia. So you put where you'll be. So let's say I know later I'm going to be in Richmond, or I know later I'm going to be like in Fredericksburg. I can put where I know I'm going to be at because it goes by where your body physically will be at that moment. Where is Chesterfield? Okay, there it goes. All right, and next. All right, so I have my documents here, and it just makes you pick what we're doing. So These are all acknowledgements. Well, this is a jurat actually, and then this is an acknowledgement. Okay. All right, and then I don't bill on platform. I bill off platform. All right, so now that's done. The next thing I have to do is tag. Okay, so tagging is basically where you put the blocks for where they need to sign. In most platforms, you can get back in and make sure if you miss the spot, like you can tag in session 2. Okay, I'm just looking for where I'm going to be adding text. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys really fast. So you want to see who's signing. Okay, so here's a signature line here. We're going to put his signature here. And then it looks like you need an address. So we're going to put a form field here. He can fill this out when he gets on the session. And we're going to put one more form field here. Okay. And then that's it for that document. So then we're going to go to the next one. And we're going to go. I'm almost done. Watch. It's so fast. Signer signature. And you can resize your boxes. Always resize your boxes, guys. Otherwise, it's not going to fit properly in the areas that you need it to be on. And then it looks weird. And then you want to make sure it doesn't cover other words too. So I resize it to make sure it fits. That works. All right. Before me on this, what's today? 5th day of grammar. And then you can have templates. So I kind of mess around with the templates a little bit, but it makes it so you don't have to type this all in every single time. Of April 2023. Ta-da. And then notary signature. Dum, dum, dum. Dum. And then notary stamp. And then we're going to resize that a little bit. And then text box, my expiration is August 31st, 2026. Resize, make sure it fits. And then we're going to do registration number. All this is public anyway. It's online because you're a publicly commissioned officer. Okay. The phone's ringing. The phone is ringing. Done. We're going to hit next. And so after I finish, I'm basically done. What I'm going to do is review the document to make sure that I didn't miss anything. You can also add in session. Please add a signature before clicking. Let me see. And it's really good because what it does, it makes sure that if you miss anything, you can put it in. But I don't see a section for anyone to sign. So but I'm going to keep it in here because I don't want to need it and then we don't have it. That's what I don't want. Okay, so I'm going to keep it in there. It's okay to skip. Next, it's okay to skip. And next. Okay, so we're all tagged up. Boom, look at that. And that's why I don't really like loan closings. I primarily, there's an animal in trouble. Exactly, it's the kids for me. Okay, so I primarily like to do general notary work with Ron. Everything is personal preference. You got to figure out what works for you. I don't like loan closing Ron, personally. It's just too much for me. I like easy money, and it may be easy for some people. It's not, and I don't like sitting in front of a computer all day. So, all right, add a link. Add link to ID verification and sign document. No. I might be looking cuckoo. That's because I'm trying to make sure that I got this right. Because once you submit it, you can't really change anything. All right, next. Send. All right, so now what it's going to do, it's going to send emails with the link for everyone to join the session. The session is not set until 12 p.m. If we wanted to join earlier, we could, but it just has, hey, you're scheduled for an e-notary session at 12 p.m. and they get the link. So that's it. It took me a little longer because I was talking, but usually when I prep an e-notary, it might take about 5 minutes from start to finish, 5 to 10, depending on how many documents we're notarizing and how many tags I have to place. I always send the invoice first, then they get an intro email from me, and I'm going to put that in the Ron training. Actually, I'll do that today. So I have an intro email that I send everybody who does Ron for me because it helps people understand the process. So it's like what to expect. Mom, you got that? It helps people understand what to expect as far as like when they're going to get the link, what IDs they can use, which ones they can't use. If they're using like credible witness, what to expect. Everyone needs their own IDs. Just different things. Like some people think that everyone can join on the same video and you can't. Everyone needs their own email address. And so I'd make that clear because otherwise you get into the session, everyone's on the same video because they're like, oh, we all live in the same house. No, ma'am. No, sir. Nunca. Okay. So I talk about all of that in the email. I talk about payment, when payment is to be made. I talk about when they're going to get their documents. I give them a time frame for how long it should take. I tell them things like, make sure you're in Google Chrome. Like there's a whole lot of things I just list. Like, okay, this is what you need to know. And I send that beforehand. And I also have another one that I use for my business clients that basically, which I'm going to start using for all of them. Oh, look, I got a closing. I'm going to start using them for all of them. And I got an inspection this morning too. Shout out to that. I like inspections. What was I saying? Which has the screenshots for what they will see on their screen. So they know what it's going to look like each step of the way. And so that just helps make it a lot quicker. So like this person that we're going to be signing at 12, I promise you, we're probably going to be done in about 3 minutes. It's going to be, and I don't get on until I get until I see that they're in the waiting room. Like when I see that they've passed KBA, because I get a notification. Once I see they've passed KBA or passed their ID verification method, then I get in, and then we get in a session and we knock it out really quick. And literally takes like 5 minutes, not even. And then as soon as it's done, I get a copy. A copy automatically goes to my email, and then I have one on my dashboard. I look it over just to make sure. I look it over in session, but I also look it over after, and then I email it to them with, like a little thank you, yada, 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 yada. That's it. So that is also the clock on the wall. It's really not hard to do. Like I said, this one today is $75. Easy peasy. It took me how long? 5-10 minutes to prep. It'll take me 5 minutes to do. So that's about 15-20 minutes. Now, sometimes you may get in a session that you think will be easy, and it takes an hour, okay? And that's usually because you're giving tech support to someone. So you got to plan for that. If your other user is tech savvy and they're not having any issues, you're easy. But sometimes you have to do tech support, and that's something you have to plan for. You have to plan for helping them navigate their system, because if they can't get in and they can't get it on the platform and start using it, you can't do the session, you won't make money. So you need to know how to do tech support. Like that's a requirement if you're going to do Ron. But you absolutely can work from home as a remote online notary. It's very, very simple. Where are you recording it? Yes, you can do this from your phone, as long as it's a smartphone. Hold on. All right. I'm on YouTube primarily. Yeah. So, and like I said, they can do it from their smartphones, as I was saying too, that you can do it from your smartphone as long as you're in Google Chrome. So everybody, make sure you're in in Google Chrome when you're doing it. Yeah. Easy peasy chicken squeezy. So I'm using secured signings right now. iNotarize is still not finished being built. So once it's done, you guys know I'm gonna make this huge announcement. It's gonna be a whole situation. So wait for that. Can't use on weekend class. No. So that promo code April doesn't work on the live events that we have. We do have a class coming up this Saturday for another AI training. That's this Saturday. And then we have I think that's it for this weekend. I think next weekend we have another in-person class. That is, let me double check really quick, guys. So I'm making sure I'm telling you guys the right dates. And I'll put the links in there for you too. I'm going to go into one of these courses I said I was going to go into because I wanted to add more content. I was going to do it as a live. I think it was a non-notary work course. I'll let you guys know which one I'm going to be adding to it. I'm going to stream through them. April 8th is this Saturday. That's the AI training. And then, yeah, the next one is not till next Saturday. That's an in-person class. There's still 7 seats left for that. So if you want to come to that in-person class, you can still register. There's 7 seats for that. Yeah, and then, oh, look. We booming today. What is happening? I like it, though. I like it. I have some loan closings, but I don't have any closings today. I have an inspection and I have this E-Notary. Are you guys going to, who's in Texas? There's a event I'm going to share with you guys really quick from my good friend, Notary Evolve, Dallas, Texas. I'm going to see if I can get out there. Oh, y'all pray for me. I might make it a day trip, go out and come back to this. I told her I was going to try and make it, so I hope I can. So 3 notarizations, JC. So in Virginia, we can charge $25 for notarization. We can also charge travel fee. So 3 notarizations is $75. Now I will tell you that if I have a client that I do a lot of work with, or like let's say it's a business, or or even if it's a person, they have a lot of documents. I usually bundle deal it depending on how many we're doing. Like if you have like 10 places to notarize, let's see. And that's $25 a pop, right? That'd be $250. I usually won't charge that. I'll do it a little cheaper for you. Why? Because you'll come back. And I feel like, oh, I didn't put the link on there. I did. I put the link in there for the Facebook for the Notary Evolve. I'm trying to get out there. I promise you, I really, really want to. I need to just book my flight and go and make it a day trip. But anyway, back to the charging. So it depends on your state. JC, what state are you in? You want to look at your handbook and make sure that you're following what you can charge for your state. Okay. Let me see. I think I can make it. Let me double check. April 15th, we have an in-person class here. But only one person registered. Let me see if they'll be flexible. We'll, Dilly, and we can run to Dallas. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm really not sure yet. I didn't think we had an event on the same day as her conference. That's where I was going to come out there. We'll see. But you guys should definitely go. Sharon is awesome. Bill Soroka's going to be there. I believe Judy Lawrence is going to be there. Who else is going to be there? Let me see. A couple of people from the Notary Business Builder group are going to be there. I want to say Laura Buer's going to be there. Jennifer Neitzel's going to be there. And then it's hosted by Sharon Mayweathers, who is my homie. And all of them really are my super awesome notary colleagues. I love all of them. They're all the best. And so that's coming up. And I'm going to try to get out there. We shall see. It's 8 to 4 Central Time. I usually go to all of Sharon's events because she's the best ever. But yeah, so that was really easy and really simple. Getting the remote online notary setup is really not hard to do, but it's just a matter of learning it. And once you learn it, you'll be able to do it really easily. There's a grant that just came up to my email. I'm going to put the link in here for you. I think you have to apply before April 28th. Let me see. Must be 51% women of color owned, generating revenue of at least $100K before taxes. So if you've been in business and been doing this in order to making 6 figures, you could do that. At least 1 year in business. Okay, some of y'all could be eligible for that. I'll put it in here. You can check it out. I know I'm definitely gonna shoot my shot and apply for that one. I'm always applying for grants. That's what so I applied for that not FedEx. Yeah, the FedEx grant. I didn't win the grant, but I won trademarking. It's like a trademarking code that I could use. So I'm gonna use that. Why not? Thank you. As long as it's not, it depends on how much they're trying to charge me total, because I can trademark myself. But if it's gonna make it like basically free, then I'll let them do it. If I have to pay more than I would pay doing it myself, then I'm gonna do it myself. But it's really cool just because, like, for them to even give that to me. Some people have a hard time trademarking, and I have a class on that too, on how to trademark your brands and things like that. But this is a good one. This one gives $10,000 to $20,000, and so I try to post the grants that I find. And I told you guys I use AI to write most of my grants. Cats out the bag. And it just makes it a whole lot easier. You write it, then you edit it, and so that's why I teach you guys how to do that in my AI group, so you guys can get in on that. We still don't have Ron in Georgia. Oh yeah, no, you don't. You don't. It just said, I don't. Wait, Byron, wasn't the last time you were saying, can we find some men grants? I think this one is a women of color grant. I think. I just deleted it. Oh no, I didn't. I moved it to grants. Hold on. Here it goes. Dun dun dun. So it has to be 51% owned by a woman of color. But there are more. I will keep on the lookout, and I will post more into that Facebook, the Business Grants Facebook group. I'll do that today. I'll go find some and post them in there. Okay. I got you covered. I will take care of that for you. All right. So that's it. That's all it takes. It really doesn't take long to do. Guys, I've been getting back into these notary streets, and I've really been enjoying it. Here at the Notary Business Center, we've been doing a lot more training, a lot more notary services in general, and it's just really good to just be back in the space doing the actual notary work again. For me, I personally do about 10 closings a week, between 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 a day, and that works for me. And then I fill it in with general notary work. We get clients that come in here and do general notary work, and loan closings now, boom, like that. And then I also get e-notaries that I do too, and then some inspections and all that stuff. Now I'm about to put on a wig and shoot my shot. Listen, sir, listen. But yeah, guys, so that's also the clock on the wall. We are using promo code April for 70% off all of our online courses at notarytonotary.com. And that is basically it. You guys are smooth sailing. Okay. Smooth sailing. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out via email, or you can give us a call, info@notarytonotary.com. It did not take me long at all to do that. And once they're ready to, weddings on e-notary, is that a thing? Not to my knowledge, but it could be. I don't know. And I have no problem saying that. Sometimes I get questions that I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I do. I don't know about weddings on. So it's not on e-notary, because you're not, or even like as a virtual. I don't know. You can look into it. I'm really not familiar with that process, so I wouldn't know. I am a wedding officiant here, but I've never done it virtually, so I don't know about that. But do some research, see what you can find. If you see virtual wedding officiants, reach out to them and see if they can provide some insight. I'm not sure about that. Okay. I'm all things notary, but I don't know about that one. Okay. All right, guys, be great on purpose. I will see you guys luego, and until next time. And make sure you guys grab my book off Amazon if you're interested in e-notary. It's a really good walkthrough of, how to pick your platform, how to charge, how to market, all that good stuff, scripts you can use when you're converting clients to e-notary clients, or just going out to get e-notary clients. That book really walks you through a lot of that, as well as the course. So the course online at notarytonotary.com, or grab the book off Amazon. And the book is actually on our platform too at notarytonotary.com too. So a couple of ways for you to get in. Definitely, I look forward to talking to you guys later. Be awesome on purpose. Make today great. And until next time, happy signing and all of the above. Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did.